In this video, I want to tell you how it feels when you burn out and how the next weeks after are. My name is Mariana Bergsteinsdottir and I'm from Iceland, currently living in Norway. I am a veterinarian and about 2.5 years ago I had a severe burnout. The thing is, how to explain this? When I was reading on Facebook, someone posted a question that was, how did it feel for you when you burnt out, or shortly before burning out? And what I discovered was that most people actually had a burnout before, but it is some kind of a break that makes people go to the doctor. For me, it was a panic attack, and afterwards my body just didn't work the same way. A friend of mine thought he was having a heart attack, and he wasn't. So it is some kind of a break that pushes people to the doctor. But before, when people have been pressing themselves and not realizing that they are actually close to or in a burnout already. So in this video, I'm addressing those that have this break over to feeling so much worse. You just go over the cliff and rock bottom. So how is it shortly after? I've actually read that my exhaustion wasn't as bad as it was for many others. Some people are stuck to the couch. They sleep all day and just lie on the couch. Just standing up to get food is really, really hard. For me, it wasn't quite that extreme, but I slept and slept and slept and slept. You know, I got out of bed maybe at 11 in the morning. But I could take short walks. Someone told me that she had had a stress coach once, and after burnout, the stress coach said, okay, two things. You cannot allow your adrenaline system to run, so don't drink anything with coffee and stuff. And don't get your heartbeat up, because you have to quiet down your nervous system so it stops overreacting. And man, did my system overreact. I had this, you know how it feels when you get almost hit by a car? All your system go like, and you know, it runs full speed. If I just got this much adrenaline, that happened. And that could come from anything. It feels horrible. I was shaking after my heartbeat was up. Everything, all the fight and flight was just running. And my body couldn't rest. Even sitting on the couch or lying in bed, you know, trying to sleep, I could just feel that under my skin, it was like a buzzing sensation. And, you know, as a veterinarian, I like biology, and it was like watching, yeah, okay, that's interesting. This is how it feels when you ruin your own nervous system. That's not a good idea. Let's, you know, not do that one again. So I have notes here because I was looking into what is best to do. I've been trying for years. Firstly, you need rest. You need so much rest. That is the main thing. I was looking at what some psychiatrists in Stavanger are telling people. And one of the main things you need to do is to get better again is to have freedom from responsibility. That might seem very selfish. You know, can I really dump everything on my husband or whoever is, you know, can take over? But like they say, it's actually more selfish to don't take care of yourself so that you have a prolonged burnout where your spouse or anyone that can help has to do more. Then, you know, after a while, exercising is one of the best things you do. But when you are at such a rock bottom that you almost can't get out of the couch, just standing up, walking around your dining table and get back is enough. And then slowly increase this. But your nervous system needs to get back to reacting in a normal way. And main thing, you will get better. Always. I looked at a seminar in the Swedish Institute of Stress Medicine. It's really interesting. And they have a lot of the worst cases of burnout coming to them. In Sweden, they register burnout as a disease. They don't do that here in Norway. And in big parts of the world, they don't do either. So you can't compare burnout statistics from one place to another. You don't have a clue. In my case, for example, they said I had a depression. But a burnout depression is quite different from a regular depression, because depression is, I still had my self-esteem, but I just couldn't feel joy. I was sad all the time. In Sweden, they talk about, okay, the symptoms that almost everyone have. They are exhausted, really, really, really tired, and depression, like this burnout depression, and anxiety, and physical symptoms, pain in the shoulders or in the back or in anywhere. And after a while, the symptoms go down. Except for aches and pains, you have to find out why is your back in pain and go to a doctor because of that. Always when you have a burnout or this extreme tired, you must go to the doctor, because it can be other things. It's the first things first. What is it? Is this burnout or is it something else? My blood work showed originally they had a low vitamin D, but we got that up pretty fast. And other times in my life I have low in iron, and they always check the hormones, which have in my case been okay. So how long does it take to get back to work? According to this institute in Sweden that have the worst cases, after 1 year, about 66% of the patients are back to work. After 2 years, it's about 86%. I have the numbers here, I don't remember them. And after 3 years, most are back. And they were talking about, okay, how all the symptoms are gone, except tired, exhaustion. I am one of this long hauler. I'm still really tired. And how they want to figure out how to find those persons early on, so that you can help them get well earlier. My point is actually, okay, when this happens, yeah, it's like being at the bottom of a cliff. It's really hard to get up again. It's so much easier to be, up on the cliff, maybe down a slope and walk up a slope, then get up a cliff. So please take care of you before you get this big break. But know that even if you did get this big break, you can get better. I probably had some other points here, but yeah, I had a burnout, I don't remember them. So I just will make another video later. If you like this, please press subscribe and tell someone else about it. I hope to help people. Will you help me help someone?